Alright guys, NMRC here with you. We got the Cross RC MC8 on the workbench. I would say again, but I haven't filmed it on the workbench yet, but I did a bunch of work to it. There's a lot of issues with it. Mainly these stupid axial drive shafts. I hate axial parts. I hate axial. Y'all can get mad, I don't care, but I hate axial. They suck. Their parts suck. That's why they have so much available aftermarket parts, because they suck. But anyway, some idiot had put these on here thinking they're good drive shafts, and they suck. And two, he had them way too dang long on here that none of the suspension could flex anywhere through this whole chassis. I had to shorten up the very rear one. I think that one was fine, and I had to shorten the hell out of that one. That one is okay because I shortened that one. And then here's what we got next. Is we got the 1/8 scale Castle Mamba X system. This is a 2200 kV motor. I don't think I can get that in there for you guys to see it enough. It is censored, as you can see. It's a 2200 kV green can 1/8 scale motor. The ESC is a 1/10 Mamba X ESC. Does up to 6S. The motor will go to 4S, but I think, if I wanted to, I could run it 6S. But anyway, I'm not going to. This is a trail truck. Max is going to be 3S on it. But I used the stock transmission. A lot of you Cross RC guys will notice I cut the top of this bell housing off because I think this was going to hit at the top of the can. So I trimmed it. I mean, if you didn't know it was there, you can't tell. I mean, it looks pretty dang nice. But I had to run a 17 tooth pinion because this is a 5mm shaft. And I bought a 14 tooth because the stock one is a 14 tooth to that 10 scale motor. But this back part of the motor, there's a screw sticking straight down. And even if there wasn't, the motor would hit that cross brace in the chassis. So I bought a 16 and a 17. I might buy this 3 or 4 pack that has, I think 18, 19, and 20. I don't want to gear it up too high because I don't want it all crazy fast. It's already fast enough now with this 17 tooth. So I'll probably keep it there. It barely clears it. I can slide a piece of paper under there. And another thing, the drive shaft down there. Where's the light at? I don't know what I did with my light. Okay, here we go. Down under here, that drive shaft right there, was hitting the bottom of the motor, and now it barely clears it. I can slide a piece of paper under both of those spots on beside the U-joint, on the shaft itself, and on the shaft that goes on the output shaft of the transmission. So see, the angle's still too much, but it was a lot worse than that. I remeasured the links. Some of them were off, but most of them were okay. But yeah, no, I did have to trim that one too, because you can't even, when you take the drive shafts off, you're supposed to be able to collapse them and then swing them out. So if you broke one, you can put them back on and off without taking the axle off. And you couldn't even do that with this one and that rear one back there, because they're all way too damn long. But I do have the proper name brand Cross RC axle shafts coming in that are metal. They're not plastic like these are. They're all metal. I'm having all those come in. They're just going to take forever and a day. I won't get them till May. And that ain't due to the virus crap going on. It's just where I bought them from. They're going to take forever, and then of course the dumb virus is gonna make it take longer. But anyway, yeah, here she is. You know, I'm gonna. I would set this flatbed on there, but as you can see, that motor ain't gonna let that happen. The wires right there are gonna hit. I'm almost dead positive that's not gonna clear the bed. So I'm gonna repaint this truck. This green is just ugly. It's too green. And I don't know if you guys have seen the off-road ones on YouTube, the real ones, the one-to-one scales, how they have cages over the cab, and then they have a cage that goes down to here. Well, I want a cage that goes all the way down to here. Do 2 spare tires on top. Do your jerry cans, your sand ladders on the side. Have spotlights like rock lights, but mounted up on here like the Sport comes with. That you can buy those little square ones that you mount on the rack. I'm going to buy those, but make them where they're movable up and down, maybe side to side, so you can see on the ground next to your rig or on your rig, whatever. Set a couple across, stuff like that. And then I'll build inside the chassis, I'll build a hump, like a tunnel. I guess you can say like a transmission tunnel down this whole thing. That way it hides it better, hides all this, you know what I mean? And then I'll just do it with the black styrene and do the styrene and box it all in and then paint it black, and then stick stickers on there like the sponsors, because the original one-to-ones, they'll have the flatbed and then like a triangle piece right on top, and that has their stickers of all their sponsors and whatnot. And I could do something similar to that on the transmission tube to make it look cleaner. I'm gonna lengthen the leads on this motor to the ESC, so I can put the ESC back inside, do a full interior, try and find where they sell hinges, because I've seen a couple of these where the doors open, so I want to get real hinges and stuff. I may look at my hardware store and see if I can find a hinge small enough, make these doors open, even this door open too, and stuff like that, and then do this top as a hinge mechanism, because this does open up so you can get the battery in there. The battery goes right in here in the front, but has full lights all the way around, reverse brake, tail lights, headlights, signals, all that. Just no hazards, I think. And but yeah, this rig's pretty sweet, man, and I had to do a little tuning on it and stuff, and to make the drivetrain work properly, because I smoked the stock motor. That's how come she's got this setup in here, is because I killed the stock motor in there, just trying to crawl regular stuff, and it freaking smoked it bad. But thanks guys, there's a nice episode of the Cross RC MC8 with the Mamba X censored system 2200 kV 1/8 scale motor. And I'll probably go do a test run with it, and see you guys then.